Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be talking about how you can actually survive more raids in this game, because yes, you're gonna die to like PvP players every now and then, but the AI is actually pretty difficult, and a couple of times I've died because I just didn't complete the mission that I have to complete in time, which means I cannot raid. So firstly, we're going to talk about what loadouts I'm going to bring in. Now, depending on where you are in the monolith, depending on how far you've progressed, you're going to have access to different stuff. I myself don't have a ton of stuff here, so I'm not going to be going in with like super like kitted out guns and LMGs with huge mags or anything. That would be nice to do. I just don't have access to that at the moment, but that's okay, because if you're watching this video, then you probably don't either, and you also probably don't just because this game is pretty new. So what I'm going to bring in is the best possible stuff that I have access to. So that's all going to be found in either beta or alpha level monoliths. I am going to be going in with the MB 590, and that is accessible at the alpha level. You can buy it for 50, I believe, monolith tokens, and then you can unlock it and then just buy it from the shop. This is a pump action shotgun. It tells you most of the stats here. Shotguns are actually pretty solid choices. They one-shot a lot of AI and they two-shot a lot of others, so they're actually very good. But the main reason that I'm bringing this weapon in is because it has an internal magazine. And I am using guns that have an internal magazine because it means I don't have to carry around extra mags that I have to reload. The reason I'm going to be doing that is because with like a Mosin or an SKS or a pump shotgun or even semi-auto shotguns, if those are in the game as well, you can kind of like shoot a couple shots, run away, reload, turn around, shoot a couple shots, run away, reload, turn around, shoot a couple shots, and so on. But if you have something like an M4, and you have like, if you bring in 4 mags with you, you could only do that 4 times. And if there's still more AI enemies chasing you around after you've used up all of your mags, you can't reload your gun unless you sit in the corner and like individually load the mag with the bullets for like 30 seconds. And you move slowly while you're doing that. So that's not actually ideal for clearing hordes of enemies, because sometimes you'll think, oh, there's like some distorted over here, I'm just gonna kill them all with my AR. And you start shooting, and then some like flower men pop up behind you, and then there's some invisible around. And sometimes, even if you don't mean to, you'll just like aggro a bunch of enemies, and it can be hard to deal with if you have only a couple of like extra magazines with you. So I'm just gonna be using the MB 590. This the Mosin sniper rifle, or like a Mosin, or like the SKS, something like that that just has an internal magazine is going to be a very good choice. So I'm just bringing that, and then I'm completely filling up my load vest with as much ammo as I possibly can. The weight limit, because I'm going to need it. Small backpack, army pouches, A3 helmet, and then I've just equipped the best armor that I currently have access to, and then of course a flashlight. These are my chrono gens. I've just got speed 1 on all 4 slots, which gives me plus 12% movement speed, and then I do of course have some heals as well, just 20 first aid kits on my quick slot pouches. And that is all I'm bringing in. This is like pretty standard for me to do. So now I actually need to decide which quests I want to do. So I'm just quickly gonna have a little look through here. I can probably do take a photo. Let's see if there's anything a little bit more fancy. Try and protect the sensor. Don't super want to do that right now. Oh, eliminate turn soldiers using a shotgun, and then also collect distorted remains. And I'm gonna not accept this collect and extract items because I don't want to not be able to exfil because I can't find whatever specific item I need to find. So we're probably gonna do this. I need to collect the distorted remains, successfully extracted them, and then also find and eliminate turn soldiers in the raid using a shotgun, which is what I'm using. I do also need to find and eliminate flower men in the raid using a shotgun, so this is actually the perfect raid for me to do right now. So I'm just gonna hit loadout check. All I'm missing is a safe box container or a secure container. I don't super care about that right now. I don't really need to bring one in, so I'm just simply not going to. And we're just gonna go ahead and start that raid up. We are loading in. Here we go. Here's all the stuff I have on me. So one thing to note is when you're looking at your quest, sometimes it will be like 1, 2, 3, but sometimes it like the number won't match what you have to do. Sometimes instead of it being a number that you'll see, so for example here, I actually can't show the example. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes there'll be a quest that will like say number 1 on it, and instead of it actually showing number 1, it will look like this. which is number 1. Like, it doesn't say number 1 on it, but that is number 1. And sometimes there'll be a quest that will say number 2, and instead of it looking like this, it will just like straight up be an eye symbol for some quests. So sometimes it looks a little bit different. You got to try and hover around different stuff every now and then. So just do be aware of that. For now, probably just mark this flowerman spot and head on over towards that while looting up the surrounding area. I don't know this map. I don't really know any of the maps that well just yet. But this map is one of the maps that I don't know that much at all. That looks cool though. You didn't know, if you press 4 to bring out your melee weapon and then press F, you can cut these fences so that you can walk through them quickly. Just a nice little way of getting around the map a little bit more easily. But you can also drive vehicles. I'm pretty sure this is the map where I've found some vehicles that I can just drive around in, so watch out for those as well if you need to get somewhere quickly. I'm just heading towards the thing that I marked earlier. Found myself a little house that I can loot up, maybe get a long-range weapon. AK-103, that's actually a good gun. The ammo's damaged. That's alright. This will go in here, and I will take the damage ammo just for now, in case I want this later on. This is the gun that I haven't equipped. So now I've got a long-range weapon. That's actually a pretty nice find straight away. I cannot loot that. I need to mute this robot lady, because I don't like that she deafens my audio whenever she talks, and there's probably an option for it somewhere. I'll look for that later. I got a pistol now as well. This is actually a very good house. Make sure everything is loaded. So now if I like run out of ammo with my shotgun or whatever, or if there's like a bunch of AI I need to kill, I can switch to this AR and my pistol. So it is worth to loot the surrounding buildings and stuff, especially if it's like military looking, because you will get good stuff in, you know, military boxes and things like that. So I know I spawned over here. I know there's probably people that have spawned around the other outsides of the map. And here's someone over this way. But I haven't heard anything over towards number 1. I haven't heard any shots where the flowermen are. So that's just still where I'm going to be heading for the moment. And obviously I'm always just... Bless me. Obviously I'm just always looking around for things like these mines right here. So I get close to these, they're going to activate... Oh... Okay, I don't actually know what that's called, but that's that thing up there, which will try and hit me if I get too close. So I'm simply going to go around that and also the mines, because I don't really want to be shooting those out and telling everyone where I am. I just want to be shooting I need to be, or if I want certain loot or quests. I'm probably going to kill these flowermen up here, but again, I'm not shooting these mines because I just don't really need to, and it's not going to give me anything super worth it at this current point in time. There's a lot of active matter in that middle there. That might be nice to get. I could go for that when the balls aren't there, the electricity balls. This is an anomaly, so watch out for these things, little like gravity mass that you can see. If you run away a little bit and press X, you can blow it up like so, and then you can really walk past without getting concussed. Someone's shooting at me, I think. Oh, there's flowermen here. That's not good. So I'm gonna run away, shoot, turn, reload, just get that extra bullet in there because I think I'm gonna need it in a second. That thing is on my right. There are some mines up here because this is the way I just came from. And we're probably gonna start turning around and honestly should just shooting these people with this AR. But I need to kill them with my shotgun, so I should be using my shotgun, which I just remembered. There's a couple of these things. They're feisty today. He's still chasing me. I'm gonna jump over this and then turn. Yay. The Distorted's running away. That's 2 of my flowermen killed. I need to kill 1 more. I think I killed 1 with an AR there when I should have just killed him with the shotgun. But I also didn't really want to die. I didn't want to take too many hits. So there is that element of it as well. Someone is over this way. We just blew up an anomaly. Gravity 1. I don't have a magazine loaded here, so I can't reload this unless I do this. And I'm gonna try fill this up with some damaged ammo, just so that I have it if I need to. That doesn't work, so never mind. Looted this guy already, and now I'm gonna heal. I guess I will use this. Why not? I'm just gonna heal up here. So if you press M and look at the top left of the map, it tells you how long you have. I got 38 minutes to do these quests. I don't really need to be rushing anything here. So I'm just going to take my time, fully heal up, use all my heals here. And then I'm going to just go back to where I was a second ago. Sometimes you do want to rush the heals. or like not heal at all. Like sometimes you want to save the heals that you have instead of using them now, and maybe you don't need them as much as you will need them later on. But I like being full and happy and healthy so that I don't get taken out by flower men and stuff like that. Someone's shooting over this way. Let's go see what that's about. I'm gonna avoid the left-hand side because I know there's a couple of anomalies over there I don't want to deal with. I'm gonna get this active matter. So when I'm getting this, you'll see in the bottom right it says 6. That's how much active matter I currently have. And when I leave the raid, if I successfully exfil with that 6 active matter, that's gonna give me 600 credits, which I can use to just buy stuff. So gaining that is pretty much always gonna be worthwhile, especially if there's a lot of it. If you kill a player and you hack their watch once they're dead, which you do by holding down F while looking at them, you can get all of their active matter as well that they have gained throughout the raid. So do be aware of that. It's just like the easiest way to make money is just to kill monsters, get their active matter, and then get out, and then you'll get some amount of credits. I am aware of these electric balls to my right. I hear them. They're over there. I might go for this active matter, honestly. Someone... Oh, there's turret soldiers there. I see him. I see him. Now, I do need to kill these people with a shotgun. That's the quest. So, I'm gonna hold out my AR, just in case I need it for some reason. This thing is aggroed on me. That's an anomaly right there. This thing's up on this hill. Where are these turret soldiers at? Here they are. Right, that's my quest done. Okay, this thing is still on me. I'd like to be able to loot those turret soldiers, so I might actually just go kill this real quick. Okay, that is dead. That's called a devourer. I didn't even know that.
It's worth checking out.
It just attacks me every now and then, and now we're going to watch out for these mines, which I'm now going to have to shoot. It's kind of annoying. That's okay. That's most of them. The rest are still coming. We can take a second to reload here. Just saw a shot from over that way. It's interesting. I think that one damaged me a little bit. That's all right, though. Let's reload. Let's get all of this juiciness right here. There's another mine in front of me. Whoa! There's a mine behind me, an anomaly mine. Gravity one. That just launched me up into the air. That's all right. There's another mine behind me. God damn, there's a lot of these things. Right. So, whenever you deal with anomalies, sometimes it actually takes a while to deal with them. And if there's like a player around me right now, they would just have a free kill. But I'm hearing shooting off in the distance. I'm not like super worried that someone's just gonna kind of sneak up on me here. They definitely might, but just not super worried about it right now. And this is why it's good to like try and not deal with anomalies, but I want to get this active matter. The reason I killed this thing in the first place is because I wanted to loot these 2 turret soldiers that I have to remember where they are. Here's one. Because I want this guy's stuff. He might have a nice little gun for me or something something juicy. It's a UMP5, which would actually be kind of cool to take. Take this flashlight. Electricity ball right there. Coming this way. I think he might be coming this way. I gotta run away for a second. Don't really want to shoot this. I don't want to be shooting this area more. Okay, that hit me. Wasn't expecting that.
I won't bother you
Didn't
anymore for now.
seem to damage me though, which is interesting. They normally damage you. I'm just gonna tap Z here to go prone. We're going to... I didn't want to take that knife, but that's okay. We're gonna loot this guy up. Gonna take his metal thing. Take his mags. Guess I'll take this. Rookie pouches are not better than what I currently have. Take the healing stuff and take the remains. Someone's shooting over that way. Right, where's the other turret soldier? He was like further this way, I think. It's this guy. Where's your body? Here. Let's loot you. I'm not taking everything here because I don't want to get my inventory full, and then I kind of got to reorganize all of it. So you'll see here I got 213 out of 400 volume. If I take this, I'm just gonna be like completely full, and I'm not gonna be able to take everything else. And I like looting stuff kind of quickly. So right now I'm just ready to like skedaddle. If someone starts shooting at me right now, I can leave and know I kind of got everything I wanted to get. So I like kind of staying light I'm not really going to be taking people's guns or anything unless it's what I'm going to equip, or unless it's like a really good one. I could just buy a UMP-45 if I want to buy one. So I'm not too bothered about trying to just fill my backpack up with as much stuff as I possibly can. I like kind of staying light so that when I find other stuff, like these tools or this car battery, and car battery is actually pretty heavy, I can just kind of pick it up straight away and be out of there. All right, there's probably flowermen here. If you go into these flowers, you will aggro the flowermen. These particular flowers actually, I think they like spit pollen out at you, and I think that makes you throw up or something like that. But if you walk into like tall flowers around the flowermen, they will aggro. Sometimes they'll just aggro randomly as well. This is a bit sketchy. Not super like this. Let's get this for now. Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for it. So sometimes they do just aggro randomly. Gotta watch out for that. Alright, that is my quest done. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab your active matter real quick and move while doing this as well, so you're not a sitting duck. I just normally don't. Grab this stuff. Go back in here, and now I can like... I mean, this is still sketchy. I don't think there's gonna be more in here, though. I killed 2 of them already. That was the 3rd one. I got 52 active matter on me, which is gonna translate to 5,200 credits, so not that bad at all. Be happy to get out with that, especially because I'm kind of broke right now. If I open up my quests here, I need to get distorted remains and extract them, and this symbol means I have to do that before I can actually exfil. So I want to go ahead and mark that. Understanding the situation. Where are distorted? There are none marked on the map right now, so what I'm going to do is head over to these abnormal singles. When you're opening up a map for the first time and like you haven't discovered stuff, you head on over to these. That's where like the enemies are going to be. There are more enemies around other places, but that's where there will be enemies, if that makes sense. That's where it's like kind of confirmed that enemies will be. This is sketchy. Let's grab this active matter. I might try and get the stuff in the middle. No, I'm not going to. I got 65. Okay, they're coming. Didn't think they would come from that way, though. Alright, let's run and reload. This is why it's good to have something with an internal mag. I can just run, reload rather, turn around, and then shoot whenever, which is pretty handy. They hit me a little bit, but that's okay. Turn around. There should be one more behind me. I don't know where this guy is. Don't know where the last one is. Not super worried about it right now. It's always good to take their remains, because the remains are what you're going to use to make chrono genes, which are the passive buffs. So always good to loot them. You don't need to take the active mana if you're rich. It takes a while to do. So if you have like 100,000 monies or credits or whatever it's called, you don't really need to be taking this, but I'm taking it because I would like to be rich. Then also I am looting them because I can use these remains of flowermen for the passive buffs I can equip to my character. So just gonna head on this way to this abnormal signal. Hopefully it's distorted. I might just happen to find some distorted along the way anyway. But this is gonna be something. It might be like flowermen, it might be invisible, might be statues that might not be on this map actually. But it's gonna be something. It looks like it's that thing, which I don't super want to deal with. So I think we're actually just going to unmark that and mark this instead. Hey, distorted, how you doing? I was looking for you. Just one? No, there's another one somewhere, I think. I thought I heard him. Maybe not. No, I did. Where are you? You hiding in the bushes? I hear him. You on the floor? Ah, I see. I see what happened. There's one behind me. Reload, turn around, shoot. That's why the shotgun or anything with an internal mag is a good option. I like this shotgun because it lets me shoot kind of quickly. I have 1 out of 3 of those. Need to remember where I killed the other ones. Another one here somewhere. Easier if I could just kill you. There you are. Let's get right up close and personal, and then just bam. Don't hear any more. Let's loot you. Get the second remains, and then I gotta find the last one. To be looking out for people. I have been shooting a lot, so good to take a second to just look into the closest POI, look around, look at the hilltops. Just take a second to look around every now and then in between looting, so that you don't get shot from a stray. I haven't died to PvP like a whole lot unless I specifically go looking for PvP. Like if I'm just fighting AI in the background, it's been quite rare for someone to like come up and shoot me while I'm fighting the AI. That's the best time to do it, but I think everyone else is pretty concentrated on trying to not die to the AI also, so... But if you hear shots in the distance and you go for the PvP, then, you know, that's a different situation. Get this last bit of active matter. And now, I don't need to be greedy, so I'm sure if I did some inventory management, I'd be able to get out with like a slightly better amount of loot, which I can sell for slightly more. But it's better to survive, so that is what I'm going to try and do. Extractions up here, that's 15 seconds. I'll go for this one, just because it's going to explore more of the map for me. I kind of want to be able to explore the map. So just going to head over here, looking around for players pretty much everywhere, trying to stay in these trees while looking in this town. But most of the time it's going to be hearing. You'll like hear people shooting AI, and if you want to go for PvP, you just got to go towards the shots. Sometimes you'll see people, but it is more common to hear them because people are shooting enemies a lot because they're good for chrono genes and active matter, which is basically money, and also for quests. So there is a lot of shooting. And it's also like pretty damn difficult to actually try and sneak around the enemies. It's like pretty tough to do. Like you'll see earlier on in that raid, those firemen just kind of aggroed on me without me doing anything too much. Even though if you look at their description in your profile tab underneath your notes, where it tells you what all of the enemies do. That's a hellhound. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, there's another one. Gotta reload. Didn't actually have to reload, I just tapped the button too soon. Didn't think it went down in that shot, but it did. Gotta reload here. I see ya. I see you through them trees, buddy. Kinda want to get these remains because I haven't got a super large amount of hellhound remains, so I want to get those to use for my passive buffs. You in the bush? Oh, you're back here. I see, I see. With the shotgun, you can wait for them to get close and then shoot, and it's almost always gonna one-shot like hellhounds and distorted. I think sometimes invisible as well. But if you shoot them from like a little bit far away, or you miss your shot, like not all of the pellets hit, then it's normally gonna be two-shot for most stuff. Just getting these remains. There's another hellhound. Headshots, I'm pretty sure also more damage. I think someone might have just shot at me. Or I'm just crazy. Thought I heard like a whizzing sound, like a bullet going past my ear. Let's quickly loot this and then get out of here. You can move around while looting. Why couldn't I get that? My inventory full? My inventory's full. I'm gonna drop this old medicine. Grab that. I think that's more important. Now we're gonna keep heading towards the place that I marked earlier, which is the next one. This is a car I can drive. I don't know why that happened. Okay, I can drive now. I'm not too sure what just happened there. I think maybe I went into like a portal or something and it teleported me super short away. Not really, don't know. Let's actually open up the road here. I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick on my part. So there are also just cars you can drive around on certain maps. Oh, that's a turret soldier, which I don't need to kill. I also don't want him to kill me, so I'm just gonna take him out real quick. That guy was kind of tanky. Oh, there's another one. I normally travel in some type of tax. That's those two dead. Sometimes there's 3. I don't think there's normally 4. Just gonna drive past now that that has been cleared. I could loot them, but again, I don't want to be greedy. I do just kind of want to exfil as soon as I possibly can. Don't need to get anything more from this raid. I got 3 of my quests done. Or 5? I think I got 5 of my quests done, actually. So I am good to go here. Don't need to be in here anymore. So just trying to drive out of my exfil. I think I might actually get out and just run. I'm pretty close. Don't really want to make a whole lot of noise. I'll just drive it into the hills. Why not? This is like a military camp. I'm gonna stop, get out, and do a little bit of running here because I want to be kind of sneaky. Yeah, this is a military camp. You find a lot of weapons and stuff here. That is something. Are you turned? I think you're turned, right? Is there more of you? That's distorted over there. It doesn't super matter what you are. I'm just gonna try and get out of here. Gonna hold my AK because when I'm crossing this thing right here, pretty open. So I'm gonna run past, do a little bit of jumping. No one shot me. That was cool. I'm gonna switch back to my shotgun in case someone is in these grass bushes here. Probably hold out my AK. I just feel more comfortable with my shotgun. It's done right by me so far in this game. Okay, cut the fence, go on through. Open up the map so I know where the exfil is. Looks like it's just up ahead. That's scary. Something's in here. Ah, yeah, there's distorted there on the floor. Right there, there's one. I don't super want to be aggroing these right now. Don't really want to be making noise before I exfil. Don't know what that is on the floor over there. I'm not gonna go through these leaves in case I aggro flowerman. I think that's just water reflections. There's the exfil. The portal. You gotta open it and then stand there for 20 seconds until you exfil. There's active matter in there, but there's distorted on my left, and also there's a lot of leaves here, which means probably a couple flowermen in there. Don't super want to be fighting distorted and a flowerman right next to the exfil. And the permanent exfil as well. It's not timed, which means other people certainly might be going for it. And it is sketchy to be crouching in the open here in case there's another player that sees me, but also I don't really want to aggro too many enemies here. It's gonna be okay if yeah, there's flowermen there. So what I'm gonna do, and I actually think is not a bad choice, is to open up this truck that I just looted, put this AK in here, get this MP5 and load this up, and then I'm gonna use this MP5 to take out a couple of these flowermen. And I guess we're probably just going to be exfilling with the MP5. Or I can kill them. Okay. Take it easy, bros. Take it easy. No need for this. And I did just shoot, so I'm actually going to get out of here quickly. Don't want to be sticking around. Let's put this back in. Going to be a bit of a loot goblin here. Run across. Hopefully nothing more aggroes. Doesn't look like anything is gonna aggro. 20 seconds. You can stand away from the portal, and the timer is gonna go away, but I know I've got like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna stand by it again, and I'm still going to exfil. So you don't have to, it's not like Tarkov where you have to like stay in it to exfil. You can like activate it and then go away, but you just have to be there when it's actually like closing, when the portal's closing. So that went pretty well. I didn't kill any players, which I kind of wanted to do, but I was staying away from them. If I heard shots, I just wasn't going that way. And at one point, I think I heard someone blow up an anomaly, a gravity anomaly, so I just kind of stayed away from that as well. And I was looking around me the whole time, and generally, for the most part in this game, like, every now and then, you'll see someone kind of running towards you after you kill a bunch of enemies. But for me personally, it hasn't been super duper common. Like, I frequently go out of my way to PvP. Like, if someone's shooting enemies, I'll run up to them, maybe get a couple kills, and then maybe die to someone else. But if I'm just like clearing out a bunch of flowermen, it has been quite rare for someone to come up behind me and just kind of take me out. Maybe I'll see them like running across the road and they'll kind of see me at the same time. There's been a couple of instances where I've seen someone straight up after spawn, but I think people are quite focused on just kind of doing their own stuff and getting out alive a lot of the time, that maybe it's not super common just yet for people to kind of go straight for PvP or to like counter shots from AI, because there's a chance if they come shooting at me, they might aggro the anomalies as well, and then maybe they're gonna be in a little bit of a pickle too. But that was a pretty good raid. So I can get my reward here for my dailies that I did, apparently. I'm going to get 7,800 active matter credits, I mean, from all of the active matter I had. So I had 78 out of 100 active matter, which gave me 7,800 credits, which is pretty good. This is all of the stuff that I extracted with. So I'm going to hit get reward. I'm just going to get the thing in the middle. I got Serenity. Awesome. That's the chronogen. So I got that. Now you got to press F on the specials terminal and press the report all contracts button. And that is going to give me 3250 credits, 350 monolith tokens, an M4A1, and a mag, and a couple of incendiary grenades as well. So that was actually very successful. I think I did every mission there. I killed the Flowerman, I killed the Terran soldiers, I got the distorted remains, and I hadn't accepted this quest, but I did like 1, 2, 3, 4 quests there. 1, 2, 3 quests there. 3 or 4 quests there, which was pretty good. That's like the ideal raid right there. I would have been nice to have killed another person, but I had everything I wanted to have on me there. My inventory was full, so I just didn't really need to. If you look at this anomaly section here, it does tell you which anomalies you will find in the raid. So there is that as well. If you want to know what the different anomalies are, go to your profile, notes, and then the warning danger tab, and here's all of the different anomalies that I've encountered so far. I've encountered statues as well, but I don't know why they're not here. Maybe I have to like kill one or something, if that's even possible. Anyway, I've unlocked Gamma because that was my 10th successful raid, so now I can unlock Gamma and get access to all of this cool stuff, like this AK-103. Probably the main thing I'll be looking at there. Maybe the scope, maybe these meds, probably the army pouches as well. That's actually kind of big, so that I have more room in the raid. I might as well unlock that now. It's not like I'm not going to unlock it. So here's my new monolith. I can unlock this as well. No way. That's kind of cool. As I've gone straight to Delta, and I've unlocked Mirage. Hooray for me! That was a very successful raid for me. But yeah, so I hope that kind of just gives you a little bit of insight or knowledge into how I play my raids most of the time, why it's good to bring in a shotgun. A lot of that raid you would have seen me just running away while reloading, turning around, like shooting the enemies real quick, and then just doing the same kind of thing. And if you got speed on, that's why I've got these on it, so that if I'm running away, they don't really catch up to me, and I have time to turn around and shoot them. I don't know how much it helps, the extra 12% movement speed from these, but I think it probably does. Now, just in case you don't know, if you want to sell this stuff that I just got from this raid, you go to this refiner, and you just drag whatever you want to sell in here. But yeah, I hope that was helpful into how I kind of deal with anomalies, when to like shoot them and when to not. Like there's a couple points in that raid where there was a couple of electric balls, and there was like a bunch of active matter in the middle, and I was going to go for it, and then a bunch of other stuff happened, and I had a lot of active matter and a lot of stuff on me, and then I didn't need to shoot the balls, and I didn't really need to go for the active matter anymore, so I just didn't. Let me know if this was helpful. Let me know what you would like to see in future videos in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.